Arr, my mateys! Welcome back to part 6 of Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King here on the Nickstrat channel, and in today's episode we're gonna fight the mighty Draqon after this little cutscene here.
No, I hate you too, Tickles! These nasty humans and their ships! Always sailing at the poor Khalamari's head!
Yeah, Teddy, yeah. Humans don't have no manners.
That's right, Tickles! They don't have none at all, they don't! No!
That's why Khalamari's gonna stand up for all the poor creatures of the sea, starting by eating these here humans.
Yeah, Tickles, yeah! He'll eat him right up!
So yeah, this Draqon seems like he's got some kind of schizophrenia disorder going on here, wouldn't you say? But yeah, apparently he's not called the Draqon, apparently he's called the Khalamari, so yeah, my bad I guess, but really it's the same thing. So first of all, for this boss, we're just gonna go ahead and take control over Yang, so I don't trust the computer here. And I'm just gonna spend the first time sucking up, and I think I'm just gonna have Yangs use the knuckle sandwich. And here on the first turn, the boss is gonna unleash a very powerful attack, and he always does this, like 100% of the time. Yeah, this is his strongest attack, the Flame Breath, and every 5 turns, I wanna say, he uses it, so you gotta be careful. If you're at the lower level than 10, it's probably recommended to start out defending on the first turn, but yeah, we're level 10, so I can take the heat, no pun intended. But pretty much like with the first boss of the game, this is a fairly straightforward fight. All you really gotta do is, well, keep your guys at good levels of health at all times, you know, so you don't run low. That's typically what kills you here. So I think I'm just gonna let him hit me once more, and then we're gonna heal whoever gets hit or hurt. We have plenty of health, and ooh, okay, that's not great. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Well, since he did that, I might have to spend a 2 for a turn here, healing, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and use our medicinal herbs. Remember, you don't use any of your tension if you do this, and I screwed up here. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I should have used Yangs to heal the hero. He could have died there. My bad. Yeah, see, he would have died. Okay, well, I got lucky. Now, remember, even if you do die here, it's not a big deal. You just spawn, like, at the, well, at Port Prospect, and you can try again. So, really, it's not that big a deal if you do wipe here. So, it's a fairly kind boss, but you will still lose half your money, so try not die. And yeah, we're just gonna strike again. Bam! And yeah, I love the fisticuff tree. Like, Yang deals immense amounts of damage. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, the boss has about 360 HP, so he's a little bit over halfway dead now. So we're just gonna toss a medicinal herb here with Yangs, because he's the quickest. The plus 10 agility comes in solid here, or comes in handy. Yeah, I can't believe I played this game all this time, so I never really understood how overpowered the fisticuffs are in the early game. I think it's gotta be hands down the strongest tree for Yangs here. And hopefully now, the Draqon, or the Khalamari, dies from the next toss here. I really think he will. Oh my god, oh shite. You know what, we're gonna need to spend this turn healing. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Tur, you heal up Yangus, and Yangus, you heal up Tur. Hopefully Yangus doesn't die, but even if he does die, the hero should be able to finish off the Draqon now by himself. But nope, there we go. There you go. Ow, and that wasn't so bad, I guess, but I think we can finish him off now. Let's just attack there and go ahead and knuckle sandwich. Oh yeah, and if you do level up axes at this point, I don't think the Helm Splitter move actually works on the Draqon, which is kind of annoying, and they didn't die there, and they didn't look how much damage they dealt, so I don't know how low he is. I just assumed he would die. Okay, well, okay. Heal up. Maybe the hero was only at 20 tension and I didn't pay attention to it. Maybe. Well, either way, he's gonna be dead here real soon. I'm just gonna keep on hitting him. There you go. Come on, please die. He should die after this punch. Yeah.
They were stronger than we thought. We give up. We give up. Sure, it wasn't our fault, though. It was his. That's right, it was. That jester, he came walking on top of the water to us. Just walked over us. He did. Pretty cheeky of a human to pull that little trick off, we thought. So we talked to him, we did. But when he talked, our head got all cloudy like, and we started attacking ships. We did. It wasn't us. It was that jester. It was.
Is this by way of an apology, like?
Oh. We found it in the ocean. We did. Go on, take it, man. It's the least we can do. It is. Well, that is all from us. We are leaving now. We are. Have a pleasant trip. So long.
Whoever did that voice acting did a banging job.
Not bad, guys. You're a lot stronger than you look. You know, we've never properly introduced ourselves. I'm Jessica. Jessica Albert. And who might you be?
I'm Yangus, and this is the Gov.
Yangus and the Gov, is it? Right. Thanks again for your help with the sea monster. Now, let's find Dormagus. I'm sure you need to get ready first, so let's head back to Port Prospect. I'll tell the captain to weigh anchor. Oh, I almost forgot. I called you two thieves back at the tower, and I never formally apologized. So... forgive me. Anyway, I'll talk to the captain.
All hands on deck! Weigh anchor and prepare to come about! We're heading back to Port Prospect!
Okay, so now you will have a chance to rest up here again. However, I won't. I'm just gonna go ahead and activate the boat again. And we have some more dialogue.
We took care of the sea monster, so I got them to agree to wait for us. I figured you'd like to rest and buy provisions before we set sail again. I'll be waiting for you here. Don't take too long now. We've got work to do.
Okay, so now we can go on ahead and rest up if we wanted to, but I'm probably just gonna go aboard the boat again. Yeah, let's see here what Yangus has to say about the Kraken, the Khalamari. That monster was no match for us, eh? It still feels good to floor something that big, though. Easy or not. Alright, well, let's all head on to the boat, and there are actually some items that you can loot on top of here. And even if you don't loot now, or loot the ship now, you can loot it later on once it has started too. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way here. You do get some nice items. Let's see. I believe you get 2 seeds, like a seed of strength and a seed of life. Unless I misremember or wrote down the wrong stuff. Let's see. Seed of agility. Okay, well, that's pretty good too. And holy crap, so many barrels to break. There you go. Ooh, seed of life. That is exactly what I wanted. Those are my favorite seeds. Okay, so the seed of agility, I'm just gonna go ahead and give to Yangus. Boost him up. Ooh, another twofer. What the heck, dude? It is so nice to boost up agility on the Angus here in the early game. Like, yeah. Let's see here, the hero is not 18 and he's at 30. He would be at 20 if I equipped a weapon. So yeah, as you can see, he's very slow unless you give him all these seeds and help him out. So it helps him a great deal if you do, so that he can, you know, hit the enemies before they hit you. And as I said, with my particular build in mind, where we're gonna make Yangus into a monster slaying machine, he's gonna need to be quick so he doesn't act last, you know, before all the enemies have acted and I take a bunch of damage. So that's the idea there. A bronze knife. Hold on to that for later, dear viewers. Okay, there I go, quoting Bailey again. But yeah, hold on to the dagger. We're gonna craft the thief's key out of it, actually. You're Miss Jessica's friends, the ones who defeated the sea monster. I have not introduced myself yet. I'm the ferry captain. Pleased to meet you. I'll be delaying departure as promised until you're ready. It's the least I can do to thank you. Just go and find Miss Jessica outside when you're okay to set sail. We're ready whenever you are. Okay, so yeah, I just checked my notes here. Yeah, we have looted everything important on top of the boat here now. But we have some books here. Let's see. It's the Diary of a Ferryman. Whenever I set sail to Port Prospect, I always see that one tiny island. The island is but a tiny speck in the vast ocean, but in fact a small building, perhaps even a castle, appears to be standing there. Who would live in a place like that? Why, the mini-medal king would. And nothing interesting to read here. Okay, well, you know, let's just head on back up to Jessica then, and have a chat with her and make the boat move. I never been on a ship before. It rocks quite a lot. I feel sick. Well, okay. Now there should be some more people to talk to out here. Yeah, this thief in particular is interesting to talk to. I believe this guy hints on how to craft the thief's key, actually. Not right now, but once you arrive in the... or at Peregrine Quay. Do I go straight to do I go straight on to Mayella Abbey for the straight life, or do I go down the good old Pickham town? I suppose this is like a crossroads in my life. Really, decisions. Yeah, so he's debating on whether he's going to go on the straight and narrow and become like a upstanding citizen, or if he's gonna continue being a thief. Yeah, Pickham is actually a thief town, and Mayella Abbey, it's a kind of a priest... well, it's an abbey, basically, and a lot of priests and monks live there. Well, it's been a long wait, but it's finally time to set sail. It's been a while since I was last in the south. I'm rather excited. Okay, and this musclehead. Oi, new boy, get to it, or else we won't get off in time. Move it. Sorry, got the wrong person. Bit overexcited, see? What with the boat moving again after all this time? I wonder who he thought he talked to. Maybe the boy inside of there. Huh. Either way, let's just tell Jessica that we are ready to move. And that's a nice side boob shot there. What the heck?
Actually, before we go, I have a favor to ask. You're after Dormagus, just like I am, right? We're fighting for the same reasons. So I was thinking, why don't we do this together? I haven't been studying magic for long, but I still have a lot to offer. What do you say?
Of course you may join. I don't think I've ever tried saying no here, but yeah.
I've got a great feeling about this. Thanks, guys.
Actually, maybe I should have done a save state there and just tried it. But yeah, too late now. Unless I want to go back before the Khalamari fight. Which I don't really feel like doing that.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's go.
Let's go. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of plot.
Just where do you think you're going without me and my beautiful princess?
There's gonna be quite a bit of plot here now. So yeah.
All hands on deck! Weigh anchor! Prepare to set sail for Peregrine Quay!
So the first half of this video is mainly gonna be like a movie almost. So yeah, grab your popcorn and I'll be back once they have Well, once all the cutscenes are over with.
Ah, there you are. So what are you two up to?
Up to? Me and the gov was just talking, that's all.
Gov, huh? I've been meaning to ask you about that. You know, he doesn't exactly look like your governor. If anything, it looks the other way around. What's the story?
Well, I'm glad you asked. The story of how me and the gov fell in together is an epic tale, full of laughter, thrills and tears.
It is it? Well, why don't you just give me the highlights?
All right, I will. It all started on a fine summer's day. The sound of insects was deafening. I just decided to make a clean break of it. I was well hacked off with the old bandithood. So I decided to leave the town that I lived in my whole life and start afresh like. I ain't exactly a looker, as you can see. Perhaps that's why people treated me funny, everywhere I went, like I was a thief or something. I didn't have no place to go, and not a penny to me name neither. So I ended up going back to the old game. And that's when I run into the gov here. Hold it right there. Who gave you permission to use my bridge then, eh?
Permission? Permission? Your bridge lies within my kingdom, you oaf.
What are you on about? A creepy old codger like you? A king? Don't make me laugh.
I see your mouth is as vulgar as your face. Yes, I'm the king. And who exactly do you think you are?
Me? Hearing my name is enough to make anyone wet their knickers. That's right. You're talking to none other than Yangus, the legendary bandit himself.
Yangus?
The one and only. Time to cough up. You have to pay if you want to cross my bridge.
The one and only Yangus? What a shame there aren't more of you. Now kindly remove your one and only self from my bridge and clear off.
Don't push your luck, you green-faced freak. I would have let you go if you'd have kept your gob shut and paid up. But you want to do this the hard way, eh?
Now, my boy, now's our chance to cross.
Just my bleeding luck.
Now that's what I call just desserts. As the saying goes, crime doesn't pay. Let us carry on then, my boy. There, my precious Medea. Did the bad man scare you? What are you doing? But he attacked us. Why the devil are you helping him? Just leave him. It's poetic justice. Nay, divine justice.
Thank you, Governor. I thought I was done for.
What is the world coming to? Yangus, was it? You can show your gratitude by getting out of our sight.
You're having a laugh.
What? Still here? If you won't do us the favor of leaving, I'll be happy to provide some encouragement.
Mister? No, Governor. I really owe you. You saved my life and everything. You're the bee's knees, Gov.
Gov? What is this nonsense? Are you a complete imbecile? This boy is my retainer. If you're in anyone's service, it's mine.
Put a sock in it. I ain't talking to you. He's the one who saved me.
Put a sock in it! Who do you think you're speaking to, you good-for-nothing scoundrel?
So that's how you met. But what happened to all the laughter, thrills and tears?
Well, I'm not finished yet. This is the best bit. I haven't told you about how the Gov helped me go straight.
Whatever. You can tell me all about it later. Right now I need some fresh air.
I should have known a bird wouldn't get a story like ours, Gov. Still, no skin off my nose.
Well, let's see here. I should have known the bird... Okay, yeah, he's just repeating himself. I think all we gotta do now is head on down here and talk to her. Then, we gotta head on down below and talk to King Tro. This is actually down there with the captain, or with the ferryman. Hi, Tur, should I call you Gav? No. Sorry, just joking. That kind of thing isn't really my style. I was just looking out across the sea and thinking about the Magus. I wonder why he went over the southern continent, and I wonder what will be waiting for us when we get there. It makes me nervous just thinking about it. And let's see. Cleared up nice today, eh? This is boat travel at its best. It's days like these that makes me think how the life of a sailor ain't half bad. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. Let's just head on down here. Head on down. And, yeah, here we have Medea. Have this guy changed up anything that he says? That horse tethered up over there is a real beaut. I don't think I've ever seen such a fine beast. The more I look at her, the more elegant she seems. Yeah, it's a very pretty horse. Heck, even the mane has... Yeah, decorations. It has bridles. Yeah, just whatever. Bridles. Okay, yeah, see here. Here we have Trodan. He has some weird object up on the table. Well, let's just have a talk with him. Have a chat. A quick little chat.
I did it! Ah, there you are. Perfect timing. I've got something to show you. Ta-da! Looks like a normal pot, doesn't it? But it's actually a legendary alchemy pot. I can see that doesn't mean much to you. Allow me to explain. The alchemy pot is an invaluable tool for making different kinds of items. It lets you mix different ingredients to create hard-to-find items, armor, and weapons. After my kingdom was cursed, I thought it might come in handy and managed to spirit it out of the castle. But that's not all. I spent night after night trying to get it working again. No, you can thank me later. Right. Well, it's in my carriage, so why don't you give it a try? It's surprisingly easy to use.
Captain, land ho!
Belay the rigging and prepare to make port.
Aye, aye, sir.
Helmsman! Bring us alongside Peregrine Key! Well, it looks like we've arrived. I'll meet you outside town with Medea and the carriage. It wouldn't do to stir up the natives again with my extraordinary appearance.
Alright, so now we finally get to move around again, and now that we have the alchemy pot, we can actually start crafting items, as Trode explained to me, or to us. And out here in the bazaar, we have a lot of items to purchase. However, before we do, we're gonna need to do a couple of other things first. Yeah, see, now there we have Jessica, she's at level 9 currently. It is time that we give her all the seeds I've picked up till now, like all the strength and life seeds, which that's gonna be a lot of fun actually. And yeah, in this closet here we have a seed of magic, which you guessed it, we're gonna give it to Yangus. Ooh, another 4, dude, he's rolling max stats all the time, nice. The seed of wisdom I'm gonna give to Jessica. And let's see, all 3 life seeds are gonna go to her. Yeah, look, she has a very poor, or well, a very small health pool. Ah, dang it, she rolled a 3 there. And let's see, a 4, nice. And a 3, okay, so below average. Let's see, strength, 1 or 2. 1, 1, okay, come on. Ooh, okay, at least a 2 there, that's nice, okay. As long as we get 1, 2 for, and at the very least the resilience seed gave 2, so you know what? It pretty much went 50-50 there. Now, let's see. Yeah, she likes a shield, this lady here, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give Yangus a scale shield to her. And equip it. Then, we should have a regular leather shield, yeah, indeed. Give this to Yangus. He doesn't need the defense as badly. Okay, we're done with that for the time being. So yeah, here he is, the thief. We gotta talk to this guy here. I had a well-confusing time of trying to decide whether to go straight and maybe become a monk at the abbey. In the end, I decided to stick around there pretending to be a thief, but really being your proper upright citizen. Pretty clever, eh? Not really. Now I quit my life of crime, I might as well give you this. He gives us an iron nail. Any thief worth his salt can use that to unlock stuff, but your average man on the street ain't got no idea what to do with it. But if you're clever and you mix it with something else, maybe you'll be able to get it to work for you. You'll have to figure out that for yourself though. Anyways, I'm on the straight and narrow now, so it's all yours. It's got a lot of history, that nail, so make sure you don't go and lose it. Alright, so with that nail, if you mix it with a bronze dagger in the alchemy pot, you will get the Thieves' Key. However, if you don't want the Thieves' Key at this very moment, you could also mix the boomerang with the iron nail in the alchemy pot, and you will get the reinforced boomerang, which will have a lot higher damage than this boomerang here. But we won't be able to open any chests if we do that, so we would, yeah, while we would gain a lot of damage, we would sacrifice, in my opinion, too much gold and other useful items. Oh, we will find more iron nails down the road, but yeah, I'd rather make the Thieves' Key here. So yeah, we're gonna mix the bronze knife we found on the boat with the nail we got from the thief, and after we have moved around, let's say, well, for 5 to 10 minutes, the key should be done. You can't just stand still, like you actually gotta move around. Like, let's say you wanted to craft items, like, you could just put something in between both controller sticks and Tude will just run around here in a circle, and as long as it's moving, the counter will tick down for whatever item is inside of the pot, if that makes sense. So, yeah, before we head on out though, yeah, so we have 3 chests here that we're gonna be able to loot once we have our key here, and yeah, more on that in a bit. Oh, another seed here. Nice. I'm gonna give that to Jessica as well. The monsters out here are actually exceptionally much stronger than whatever we have been facing till now. Like, it's not even close. So, she's gonna die, like, real easily unless you boost her. Ooh, okay, well, we rolled two max resilience there for her. That's really nice. So we didn't get so lucky with strength, but at least the defense seeds are going up, or well, are working out nicely. Each point in resilience boosts your physical defense by 1, and yeah, that's basically how that works. Same with strength. 1 strength equals 1 attack. And you know what, here, let's just talk here. As you might have guessed, we're about to craft some really nice items here. In this shop, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 pointy hats, and yeah, as you can see, Jaegers can equip 1 of those. So let's just put this in the bag, and we could buy a chainmail for him, but yeah, I won't. Not now anyways, maybe later. Let's see, a silk robe, that's a little bit expensive. Yeah, let's not buy anything else. So, with the pointy hats, we can actually mix them in the alchemy pot with a stone axe, and we will get a stone hard hat, which is a really nice piece of equipment for Jaegers at this very moment. Oh, whoops, I did not equip that. But yeah, the stone hard hat is really nice, so we're gonna use our stone axe to make that helmet for him. So for now, he's gonna hold on to the pointy hat here, as it is. And you might ask, well, why did you buy 2 pointy hats? Well, that's because we're gonna find another stone axe when we're out adventuring here. And once we do, I'm gonna use my second pointy hat and craft it with the stone axe in order to make a second stone hard hat, and we can just sell that for a lot of gold. So there you go. And let's see, crush these, and we're also gonna buy some more medicine. Yeah, we're gonna need to fill out Jessica's inventory with some medicine here. And you know what, yeah, we have plenty of medicine in our bags, but let's see here, can we... Okay, no, she already has one of those. We can sell this then, yeah? Let's see. Yeah, here, the gold bracer. We're gonna give this to Jessica. Boost up her defense some more. And whatever you do, do not sell the hairband on Jessica. You need that for a future craft, or for a future crafting recipe. So, yeah, let's see here. Let's buy 7 medicinal herbs for Jessica. Just as such. And I'm gonna go ahead and buy, let's say, 3 more for Jaegers. And then we're also gonna buy another 8 and put them in the bag. And it looks kind of overzealous, but believe you me, we're gonna need them. We're gonna lose health very fast out here. And let's also purchase another Chimera Wing. Now we have 5. That should be enough. So, one last shop to visit, and that's the armory, or the weaponry. And the Oaken Club, we can go ahead and sell those. I don't think you can make anything with it. Nothing worthwhile anyways. Oh, crap, I missed 2 pots there. Oh, yeah, and you could buy this Thorn Whip for Jessica, but we will get a really nice recipe here in a bit for her to make an even better whip than the Thorn Whip, and I'll show you how to make it. But first of all, we're gonna purchase 2 bronze knives. We're gonna use these with, well, we're gonna craft them with a leather shield in order to make steel shields. And then, as I said before, we're gonna need farmer's scythes. We're gonna need 2 of these to make an iron axe for Jaegers, but that's way too expensive at the moment, so that's gonna take a while. So, yeah, we do have a lot of recipes to make now. And I'm gonna take care of all of it in a bit. We're gonna make a little crafting montage where I cut in and out, and I'll just show off all the crafting, or all the crafted items once you're done. Like, I'll just speed it up for you, so it's not gonna take an eternity to show it all off. Ooh, look at that. I did not remember you got a leather kilt here. That's actually a really nice upgrade for Jaegers. Once again though, do not sell the boxer shorts. You're gonna need them down the line. And now, we are ready to head on out in the wilderness. Okay, so yeah, there we go. I was a bit quiet there. I was just checking my notes so that I had gotten everything properly. Propola. And now, yeah, this region is hella big. You could run on down south to progress the game, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you where to get some real easy items here in the beginning. That's gonna help out a lot. And once we have gotten those items, we're gonna head on back to town, and hopefully by then the Thieves' Key will be done, and then we will start crafting some really good items. And these guys, the Chain Knights, are quite bothersome. Yeah. I'm gonna make Yangus fight by himself, but since I want to show off Jessica, I'm gonna take control over her for the time being. Jessica can cast spells, as you might guess, and yeah, one of the first spells she has here is the Freeze spell. Singes a single enemy with a small fireball. Nothing too special. And she also has the Sap spell here, which reduces the defense of a single enemy. That is actually a really good spell. The Freeze spell, not so much. And she has no abilities, and yeah, that's basically all that she does. And this is sad. Here's the thing, she's wielding whips, right? And whips, what they do is, unlike boomerangs, they can, well, much like boomerangs, they can hit more than one target at once. However, she can only hit enemies that are bunched up in a group. And since each of these Chain Knights are in their own group, like group A, B, and C, that's why she can only strike one target at once, which is a little bit annoying. I'll show it off in a bit how it works once it's more easily defined. Like here it's a bit hard to spot, or yeah, explain what I mean. So yeah, it will become clear in a moment. And yeah, she deals no damage at the at this point. But you just gotta have faith. Once she levels up a little bit, and once you get her a better whip, most of all, she's gonna become much better, much stronger. Okay, Yangus becomes level 11, 9 HP, 2 MP, 3 strength, not bad, and 6 skill points. Dude, I love Yangus. Freaking love him. You know what? Let's see here. I think we're gonna do it like this. Okay, now we have the really nice spell, the Padfoot. If you go in here and cast Padfoot, let's read the tooltip. A secret technique for disguising your presence as to avoid monsters. If you cast the Padfoot skill, and then on top of that you use a vial of holy water, then you will both avoid stronger monsters and weaker monsters at the same time. So if you have both of those spells going on at the same time, you will basically have no encounters anymore, which is very nice. Yeah, so normally I don't go for this, but when you're recording for YouTube, it is actually not such a bad idea to have that, to have the option to play like this, because yeah, now I can avoid unnecessary fights if I just want to run somewhere real quick. And yeah, this here is a good example of where you might want to use the sap. Look how much damage you deal once you have rid an enemy of their defense. Okay, this is a little bit scary. Please die. I'm actually gonna shoot a free spell here. Okay, dude. This guy is only a copper monster coin, so he should die soon, I hope. Okay, come on, dude. Oh, dude. Had I not killed him there, that would have been troublesome, to say the least. But yeah, the reason I wanted to run here to the east first, from Port Prospect, or from Peregrine K, I mean, is because over here, past the Mallet Masher, whatever his name was, we have this chest here, and you can only open this chest if you have the Thieves' Key, actually, I believe. So, yeah, this is a problem. I'm gonna have to run around here in circles until my freaking key is done. Damn it, I should have thought of that. Oh, see, here, by the way, now I can demonstrate what I meant before with Jessica and the whip. See, this Chain Knight is in Group A, right? It doesn't say Group A here, but you just gotta imagine it like that. He's in Group A. These two Chain Knights are in Group B, so here she can strike 2 targets, and here she can only strike 1, so obviously you want to attack here, right? So that's how whips works, and much like, damn it, Yangus, And much like much like with boomerangs, you deal the most damage to targets to the furthest to the left, and it dissipates the further you go to the right. So yeah. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna cast Padfoot, and I'm also probably gonna use the Holy Water, and I'm gonna run around here in circles until the Thieves' Key is ready. So yeah. Or you know what? You know what we can do? Never mind me. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use a Chimera Wing, and we're gonna go back to Peregrine Cay. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm sorry for wasting you guys' time a little bit here. Although I guess it's not a big imposition or anything. But yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and teleport back here. I believe this is the first time we show how the Chimera Wing works on screen. Huh. But yeah, now we're back here. So yeah, my bad. We couldn't go there yet. We're gonna have to come back there once the key is done. So what I should have done is we should have started going up here. There's gonna be 2 chests over here, and they don't require that you have the Thieves' Key. It's gonna be like a bottle of prayer water somewhere around here in these ruins. And once again, it's hard to... Okay, there, I saw it. It's hard to know where you're going here when you don't have the world map. Yeah. And I'm very lucky these guys didn't see me. And let's see. Oh, nice, they're all in the same group. Yeah, that is great. But yeah, these mushrooms, the Morphean mushrooms, whenever they strike you, just normally, they can put you to sleep, and they can also spew the sleep breath on you, or the sweet breath, and ouch, yeah, they hurt. And it's turning to night, which ain't great. If like 5 or 6 of these comes and fight us at once, then we're gonna be in trouble. In big ass trouble. However, look at the experience now. Yeah. Hopefully Jessica can level up here soon. Oh my god, 12 HP! Really nice stats here. And the Sis spell. Okay, well, that's the spell that the first boss used on us, remember? And I think I'm just gonna go 1 point into Courage and 2 into Boomerangs. I just want to get up to 25 here. And yeah, before we go for the ring, for the chest there, we're gonna heal up. And you know what? This might seem a little bit wasteful, but yeah, I just want everybody to be topped off here. And there we go. Okay, you know what? Let us go ahead and grab ourselves our key. Very nice. And yeah, let's see. Okay, well, he's praising us, but I'm not gonna put anything else in here right now. We could do this, I guess. Put in 2 medicinal herbs. That way we'll get a stronger herb once it's done. But I'm not gonna make any gear just yet. I want to make all the gear that I'm gonna make like in the same, well, clip, if you will, at the same time, just so that we have it all, you know, there, if in case people want to look it up, you know, so it's not spread out in the entire video. Let's see, we're gonna keep on heading west here. And somewhere out here, I don't remember exactly where, but we're gonna have this stone axe out here. And this here is a very easy fight, thankfully. Yeah, the peepers and the she slimes are both very easy monsters. The easiest monsters here by far. Like, they barely deal damage, and they still deal, they still give, I should say, really nice experience, all things considered. Yeah, I mean, not as much as the others, but for being that easy, yeah, that's nice experience and gold, I'd say personally. And yeah, I'm starting to recognize, yeah, it's over here. If you just follow the edge, and out here amidst the trees, we should have the stone axe. And hopefully I don't die on this little trip here. And hopefully Yangus goes for the K9. Please do that, Yangus. Damn it, he struck me before. Yangus could finish him off. And Yangus goes for one of the Winkies. That's annoying. And I think I called them Peepers before, but yeah, that's wrong, obviously. They are called Peepers later on in the game, or there are other variations of them called the Peepers, I believe. But that's besides the point. Oh yeah, and they never really explained this, but the Chain Knights can use their collar weapon in order to tie you down, which is annoying, but at the same time, if they use that, they don't deal damage, so I don't really mind when they do that, as long as they don't do it on Yangus or Nick. I should say I don't mind when they do it on Jessica, because she is rather useless as of now. Once again, though, it's gonna turn around. Okay, good. Now that we have gotten the Stone Axe, we're gonna go ahead and use another Chimera Wing. Let's see. To Peregrine K, and now we're gonna head on east again. And, yeah. You saw where the chest was. Maybe I should just cut back there. Yeah, I'll just cut back here. I'll just go back up to the chest here. I'll see you there in a bit. Okay, we're closing in here on the chest again. Once again, just walk to the east from Peregrine K and have the Thief's Key ready. And you will get the Feathered Cap. A really nice piece of gear, which you can only get from this chest in the entire game. You can't buy it anywhere, and yeah, it's really nice. However, you can craft this helmet. So, yeah, we will be crafting one more... Well, we will be crafting one Feathered Cap up ahead here in a bit. Because they are really nice, and it's gonna be a nice upgrade for Tood. And then you could also make a Feathered Cap for Yangs, but the Stone Hard Hat is better. And yeah, we're gonna go back to Peregrine K again. However, once we progress the plot a little bit more and we get stronger, then we're gonna continue heading on out ahead here, you know, further to the east. There are actually 3 more chests to pick up, and there is also a monster out here which will give us a silver coin, but I can't actually kill him yet. He's just gonna take me out, so that's why I'm not even gonna bother walking further past this point here, because yeah, even if I go and grab the chests, like, I'm gonna have to come back out there to the far east again, because we need to get the silver coin from him, yes. And you know what? I screwed up. Oh, my bad, you guys. We're actually gonna go to Fairbury now, so I'm wasting Chimera Wings. Because remember, now that we have the Thieves' Key, you might recall that there are a couple of chests that we never could open out here. Yeah, remember that chest inside of the church? Remember the 2 chests inside of the weaponry? Like, yeah, those are places we're gonna need to go to now. And let's talk to this guy again. You'll never guess what, I just found out that the young Albert family girl in Alexandria has run away from her house. She must be a right little madame, I'll bet. Or maybe she was unhappy. But how could she just walk out on her family like that? You would have thought she would realize how selfish that is, wouldn't you? Huh? She's a friend of yours? I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Whee! There he goes. And that's what I mean. It's... Yeah, I love coming back from time to time to talk to him. Because... Yeah. He's just a really funny character, I personally think. So yeah, we're gonna come in on here, the back side of the weaponry, armory, whatever. And now that we have the Thieves' Key, we can actually get the 2 chests behind there. And the first chest isn't all that important, and... a dagger. So both chests are pretty damn boring, wouldn't you say? Well, yeah, they are, but if you mix the cypress stick and the dagger together in the alchemy pot, you will get an iron lance, which I will not be using, but I will sell it for 350 gold, so it's, you know, pretty nice to come back here just for that. 350 gold is not something that you should turn down, after all. But yeah, in here, remember this chest, and there we go, the alchemy pot is done. That's nice. But yeah, I showed this chest off a long time ago, all the way back in episode 1, and now we finally get to loot its contents. And you know what? Since the Iron Lance is such a boring / unimportant item that we're just gonna sell, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it in here. Yeah, what the heck, man. Let's just do it. Let's see. The dagger and... the stick, wherever it is. Here it is. And yeah, in case you want to level up daggers on Jessica, yeah, she can use daggers, whips, magic stays, stuff like that. If you want to use daggers on her, that is the best dagger that you can get at this point in the game. So if you do want to use daggers on her once again, don't sell it or craft it away. That should go without saying. But yeah, she can use knives, whips, stays, fisticuffs, and sex appeal. The funny thing about knives is, if you do level it up, eventually, like at around 60 points, I believe, she can actually start be able to use swords. And once she does, that's a really big damage upgrade for her. I believe she can actually use some really good swords down the line. Like there is a sword in particular that really boosts damage against dragon type enemies, and if you have played the post game, then you would know that it's a pretty nice deal to have that particular sword. Although, yeah, even so, I still think that the whip tree is the best, and that's why I'm going with it, and it's also the most fun to use. Anyways, talking too damn much about things that aren't important. We have 2 more things to do here in Fairbury. We're gonna need to head on out the west gate up there in the northwest, as you can see. And we also have a chest to pick up here through the south gate, where I'm at currently. So, we're gonna go ahead and step out here through the south gate, and I should have bought some Chimera wings. But yeah, we can just walk. And remember the chest I showed up here on this little hill? Yeah, I think I showed that off back in episode 3 or so. Now that we have the Thief's Key, I'm pretty sure we can actually just open it. And you know what? Here, I already tire of... Whoops. I already tire of using or controlling Jessica here. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up the chest up here too. It's just gonna be another mini-medal, and mini-medals aren't very exciting right now, but down the line we're gonna get some really nice items for collecting them all. And I want to show you how to get them, so yeah, there you go. 6 HP, 6 MP, 2 strength, 4 agility, 3 wisdom. Yeah, that's a really nice level up for her. And she learns the crack spell. Remember, that's what the Yale cats used on me and almost killed Yangs back in episode 5, I believe. Let's see. Let us see. So we're just gonna put it all into whips here, I think. Yeah, I need her to become stronger. And yeah, +5 attack, that's really nice. So already we should notice a big difference now whenever she strikes enemies. And let's see, over there it is. So you know what? I'm just gonna, well, okay. I'm gonna loot the chest here, and then I'm gonna see you back in Fairbury outside of the west gate. So yeah, we're gonna cut around a little bit here as to save time. And what the heck, Yanks? Dude, he just kicked that guy's ass. That was awesome. I believe that's called a drop kick. He drop kicked the poor fella there. And it's so dark, I can barely see anything on my monitor. Well, there you go, another mini medal. So, I'll see you back inside of town. Actually, I'll see you back inside of town, and I'll meet you at the armor shop, because we need to buy another leather shield there to craft it into a steel shield once we get back to Peregrine Cave. So, yeah, I'll meet you back at the armory instead. Alright, so here we are. I went ahead and rested up at the inn, and now we're gonna visit the armory here. And I'll show you on the map where it is in a bit, in case you're confused or you just want to see where it is. Yeah. Purchase a leather shield. We're gonna need it for crafting. So yeah, there we go. And now we're gonna head on outside here. Let's just open the map here. Yeah, this is where it is, on the bottom floor up there to the left. And now we're gonna head on out the west gate. Because, do you remember that Tyrannosaurus Rex we saw way back in episode 2? I told you we couldn't fight him. Well, now we can. Oh, or at least I think so. I'm pretty sure we can. So, yeah, I'm gonna go down here now and I'll try and beat him. I'm pretty sure we are good to go here. Typically, I craft all my gear before coming here, and you're a lot stronger then, so I'm gonna be a little bit weaker than usual, but I think we should be fine. I just need to remember to take control over my party, so... yeah, so we don't wipe here. As long as Jessica can get in a couple of good saps spells, then this should be no issue really. And yeah, I did hear that the lance is now down. I'll check it in a bit. And he should be running towards me here soon. Yeah, I'm not even gonna run in case we get into a random encounter. Seriously. Okay, so let's see your tactics. And let me control you guys. And oh my god, look at Toot and Jagex now. They have such nice, or such high health. Really good. Okay, we're just gonna suck up Jagex. Actually, I'm not gonna psych up. We're just gonna attack, because I think he only got about 100 health, so yeah, it's probably overkill. I think it's better to just use Crack or Sap and just sit here and attack him. I'm gonna hope that Jessica gets to start. Nice. Nice. Okay, this is gonna be a... yeah, this is gonna make a big difference here. So yeah, now we should have this guy rather easily. And okay, yeah, this is not gonna be an issue at all. This is gonna be quite easy, even. And let's see, you know what, let's just show off the Crack spell. Boom, 40 dash to Jagex, he's just kicking ass here. Ouch, ouch, yeah, see, abilities such like this would just slay you if you came here like at level 5 or 6. And you also gotta remember, we have a lot higher defense now than we would have had back then too. Like, these hits from him would hurt a lot more if you came here earlier. And holy crap, dude, we're getting up there on time. You know what, we might have to do the crafting in the next episode, because this episode is running really long now. Holy balls, dude. And you know what, that is actually perfect. That way everybody can see it at the start of the video. Yeah, you know what, this actually is working out much better than I thought. Anyways, before we end the video, I'm gonna meet you back at Peregrine K, because remember, we have those 3 chests there at the bazaar, or at the market I mean, that we need to loot. So yeah, I'll see you there. I just need to go back and buy a Chimera Wing. Okay, here we are, back at Peregrine K. Oh, well, it's been fun, but it's time we round off this episode. However, before we do, we're gonna head on back here, and we're gonna help this guy out, I mean. Let's just clear the rubble out here. Then we're gonna have a chat with him. Oh, now what? Now I'm really in trouble. This is my treasure chest, but I've gone and lost the key. I don't care about what's inside, but if I can't use the chest, then I can't do business. I wonder if anyone's got a key that might fit, if only. That's your cue there to come on in here. But let's see here, let's talk to our characters first. What are we doing in Peregrine K? I really hope you aren't thinking of going back to the northern continent already. Well, actually, we just were there. The southern continent is huge. We should spend more time exploring it. And that is correct. There is a lot of land to explore here. And it's more open than the northern continent we just were on. Okay, so let's see here. Jagex, looks like the ferry's up and running, eh? Okay, well, you guys are useless. Let's just open the chest here. And it is actually quite important. Oh, nice. Oh, well, we have some dialogue here now. Wow. Now there is a huge key. Or I mean, there is a key and a half. Who would have thought it would open my chest? Now you really helped me out here. Go on, why don't you keep the contents? They're all yours. Well, that is mighty kind of you. We'll probably just save that boomerang, actually. You could sell it now if you want to. But here's the thing. Down the road, when you slay enemies, or, you know, yeah, as you just slay enemies, you might loot more iron nails. They're actually pretty common, and if you mix iron nails with a boomerang, you can sell that boomerang then. Like, it's called the... what is it called again? The enhanced boomerang, something like that, if you mix it with a nail. And you can sell that boomerang for like 840 gold. Enforced boomerang, yeah, that's what it's called, I believe. So, yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to this boomerang. I'm not gonna sell it right now. Not right just yet. And you know what? You know what? We have one last thing I'm gonna do before we end this video. We are gonna go ahead and prep for the start of next video. But I still have this cheese here, dude. Dude, I have still not used my cheese. This is funny. What the heck? I mean, I keep saying it, but eventually I will use it. Don't you guys worry. Eventually. Yeah, here. The silver monster coin. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And then we're gonna sell our oaken club here, I guess. It's not gonna do us much good to keep it. And let's see, what else? We gotta sell our copper coins. Yeah, there we go. Now we should have enough money here. And yeah, this is gonna hurt, but for the next episode, in order to create the iron axe, we need to buy 2 farmer sites. And yeah, that's all our money here. But we're gonna get a really nice axe, so I strongly suggest you do this. The iron axe is gonna hold out for you very many hours ahead. So yeah, if you're planning on playing with the axes and yangs, I strongly recommend you do this recipe. Like, forego everything else, like, if you have to. It's such a nice axe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna end off this episode here after we have looted the iron lance, I suppose, and then we'll sell it in the next episode, I guess. But yeah, that will be it for episode 6, I hope this is. I forget now. So yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna craft like 5 or 6 different kinds of items here. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and once we have crafted those items, we're gonna be a lot, well, maybe not a lot tankier, but we're gonna be quite a bit tankier, and we're gonna make a really nice sweep for Jessica, so she's gonna get a nice big attack damage bonus, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.